Okay, this is just a short unboxing of the LS50X. I got this one because, well, let's be honest, there's only 4 shizzles you can take, so I don't think I should have paid a $50 premium to be annoyed by Snoop. I don't hate on Snoop or anything like that, but there's only so much of that, his voice you can take, at least for me. So the box is still in here. I'll show a part with just getting the box out. Okay, we slid the actual casing out of the box, as you can see. So let's go ahead and open this up. Alright, a little more effort than I thought. Okay. Pretty sleek. Come with a carrying case, which is cool. Box. So that's the carrying case, the hard case that it comes with. This is a nice feature. I don't really travel like that with gaming headsets. I mean, I play at home, but remember, these are Bluetooth, so you can take them to do whatever you want. Okay, so we got that open. So let's see what's inside. The headset. Oh, PlayStation notification. The headset itself. If you own Lucidsounds, which I have a few pair, this is the standard of what they've always used. It's a rock solid design, except in some spots. We'll get into that. Very nice looking headset though. 2 lights for the Bluetooth. Beautiful USB-C. Everybody take notice of that. Except for people, like I said, I have the Arctis Pro wireless. They don't need a USB-C because you never have to plug it in, because they had an ingenious inventions with the 2 swappable batteries, which is, nobody's even come close to that yet. Well, somebody wants to talk to me. And here's the cables and the USB dongle, and back here the little piece you would use if you want to close up that part with the boom mic, the actual boom mic itself. And this is the USB and 3.5 cable. So the beauty is that you can still plug it in. Most people know the sound deteriorates when you plug in a 3.5 millimeter jack in most cases, probably all cases. And that's the dongle. And I'll unbox those, or I'll open them up so you can see them. By the way, these LS35Xs are on sale at GameStop and Amazon for $129. Now, if you get them for that price and you're an Xbox only gamer, even though you can plug these into the 3.5 on PlayStation, but we know how that works. But if you're looking for a great Xbox headset, $129, which is a great price, that's a steal. You should pick those up. Okay, I figure I put them against the green box black backdrop, so it'll be a little easier to see versus the table. So you got USB-C dongle, which is way smaller, and to get your Windows Sonic or your Dolby, you just need the dongle, no other optical port plug, so that's pretty good. The boom mic, and then the 3.5 jack. Now, at first glance, and let me tell you, I'm a fan of Lucidsound. I've had the LS40 in 2016. My son has the LS41s. These are the LS35Xs. Okay, these are the direct connect to Xbox. So there's no dongle with these. They only have 2. They can do the Windows Sonic or the Dolby, so there is no frills with that. But it is direct connect. This, and you can't really tell the difference because they're the same build now, but there's about 4 major differences. Okay, like I said, this one has a dongle, this one has Bluetooth. These mics are the same, but this one has noise canceling, this one doesn't. This is direct connect to the Xbox, this one has to use the dongle. And again, no Bluetooth here, Bluetooth here. Retail price, obviously, you know, if you watch my videos, I never pay full price of anything. $179, $259. They're telling us right now that the Bluetooth is worth more, maybe the hard case, because this didn't come in a hard case, unless you got it specially ordered for the delay. But again, you can't go wrong with either one. It comes down to functionality though. This will win, and this also has 5 presets. This has no presets. You either do the Windows Sonic, Dolby, and you get their signature sound, which is excellent, by the way. It's not a knock. This, you get a couple bass boosts, flat, music, movie, and then the signature sound. Signature sound is usually always pretty good for gaming, but if you want extra boost or something for movies. But this is the link between the two. Again, the Snoop Dogg one, it's white. You hear Snoop telling you stuff. For me, that doesn't work. I mean, it's eventually, again, the visuals, I can do without that. Nothing personal. It's just not $50 worth. If I want to listen to that, you YouTube it. But so what I'm gonna do is get into the sound to see what the differences are. But if you look at the headsets, they're pretty much identical, except black on black, which is pretty cool. And in this one, a little bit of contrast, black and metallic, silvery type deal. Not quite exactly what. So I'll get into the sound, and then I'll also do some comparisons because it almost fits, but this fits against Steel Series price point. I'm talking Astro. This fits in there, and I'll do a comparison with all 3 and what I feel about the sound value. Because Astro is a great headset. Don't get me wrong, I love my A50s, but there's some limitations because there's no Bluetooth. You can't take it anywhere with you. The Steel Series is the king for me, or queen. I don't want to offend anybody, but it's the best because it just does everything, and its sound is just, but Lucidsound makes a great sounding headset. So I want to give it on a shot and give you a straight up review. All right. Okay, so this is a review of the LS50X, the black version. It's very sleek. It's the same as the other LS. I have the LS35Xs here. You see that's just black on black. And that's sort of a, bronze chrome look. They look identical, but the features are totally different. So the first part, I have the LS35X in here just because to tell you, if you have these and you don't need additional functionality like Bluetooth and that kind of thing, then don't upgrade to these. Okay, these are just fine with the Xbox Direct Connect. Okay. They don't have the 5 presets. They only have 2. This microphone is not noise canceling. This one is. But if you have a phone like I do, Note 10 Plus, you have the USB-C. They don't have the phone jack anymore. So if you have an older phone that takes the phone jack, you can plug these into your phone and use them that way. But these are a great headset. I had the sound between the two. Obviously, look, they sound the same if left on just the Lucidsound signature, which is a really good sound. They engineer it great. But if you want the movie, music specific, flat EQ, bass boost, and signature sound, you got to go with this. So again, if you have these and you don't need to use your phone or listen to them outside of the home, stay with these. If you need all of that, go with these. Okay, so the features on here. Same Lucidsound things where you can, turn a knob and either turn the volume up or turn it down. Game on the right side is game volume and chat. If you take a look here, you have USB-C. Yeah, these bad boys are still the old version. USB-C, so if you had to plug them in, that's great because you don't have to worry about fumbling around to get the right side. If you notice, the EQ Bluetooth is on this side, and the power button, and you see the 2 lights. One will be white or blue if you do Bluetooth, and the other one. And let me tell you something, the Bluetooth connectivity is pretty solid. So if you do it on your phone and it connects, anytime you turn these on, it'll automatically connect to your phone. So if you don't want that, turn the Bluetooth part off. I walked around outside, listened to music, things like that. In the wind, it loses its connection a little bit. Maybe they could fix that with a firmware update, but it's pretty solid. You know what, the microphone? Well, let me tell you about it. So you know how a lot of times in Lucidsound, the complaint was being able to get your game voice chat. Well, this takes care of that. So what happens is the wheel doesn't stop for two good reasons. One, if you just turn it a little bit to the back, it'll reverse your song. If you turn it a little bit to the front, it'll go to the next track. That is sweet, wirelessly. Also, all your EQs are functional wirelessly. Back here, you couldn't do all that. This you can. So that's another upgrade. But back to the game and chat. For the game chat, you can go and do, so if you go a certain distance, it'll give you a beep, meaning you went too far. When you get it just right, a 50-50 split between game volume and game volume and chat volume, it'll do a double beep. So it lets you know where you are. Everything's voice prompt. So just like the white ones, they would have Snoop. Like I told you, I don't want to hear for shizzle all day or that kind of voice. There's a female in here that says power on, what mode you're on, that kind of thing. The sound on these are classic Lucid sounds. They sound very good. For the price point, it's a solid buy. Both of these will work on the next gen Xbox. So that means you don't have to upgrade anything. This is not direct connect like this one, but you can. It's the dongle. The dongle, there's no, so here, even though it's direct connect, you get some skipping and losing voice. Here, I've got none. It connects, and it stays connected. About 30 feet, you can walk away. If you're in line of sight, you might can get 50, but if you hit a wall, it will start to dissipate as far as cutoff. The charge is 20 hours long. So I've had it on for 3 days, and it still tells me I have medium. That's the other thing, too. If you hold down the right ear pad, if you double tap it, it'll tell you how much battery life you have. So they've taken a lot of good steps to take the guesswork out of this. Answering phone calls, that kind of, every button, it gives you a prompt. So it tells you in the headset as far as the voice. The signature sound is the best for gaming, the bass boost. If you want all that explosion, if you're not trying to hear footsteps, the flat EQ's on there for that if you want to do it. But I like the signature because you kind of get the best of both. The only question I have, and here's my problem, is as durable as they feel and look, Lucidsound has, again, I just got these, so we'll check in about 6 months. But it's the same setup where these hinges are plastic around all this metal and they tend to crack. So this is my second pair of the LS50X. I bought them in 2018 and they cracked within the first 3 months on the hinges. So we'll see on the durability section. This right here, these ear cups, they're soft, they're the gel, pretty thick as you can see. And they have the cooling gel. Again, it's cool initially. It's not going to stay cool all day. So, but if you take them off for about a minute and a half, you put them back on, you'll get the cool sensation. But don't think it's going to be like a fan on your ears. That's not going to happen. But these, I'm telling you, these are pretty. Now, can they compete with the Astro and the Steel Series? I'm going to do a review on that. I'm going to say no, only because they do the EQ. Now, Lucidsound does a hell of a job, but you can't tinker it yourself for those audio files. So somebody like me, it doesn't bother me. And the Steel Series are going up to like 40,000 hertz. That's just a different ball game. That's just what that is. But as competing with the Astro A50s, Gen 4, absolutely. Again, the base station on that is what sets it apart. But as far as functionality, this can go with the Steel Series. So, this is my opinion. I would give these a 4.5 out of 5. Just because I'm a little, I got to watch on these hinges if they made an improvement there. But excellent headset. You will not be sad if you got these. Just my opinion. Comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I take all opinions. I won't hate on your, if you don't like my reviews, I'm cool with that. I don't get hurt, but just, again, the LS50X, solid headset.